If you want to see this next time you log into Fortnite, be sure to like and subscribe. But if you don't, this is what your account will look like. The second update of Fortnite Chapter 7 Season 2 is just around the corner. We have so much new information from the arrival of Act 2 of the Showdown, adding in tons of brand new weapons to the loot pool, along with all brand new free rewards and also the arrival of a brand new reload map, new collaborations and much more, which you want to be sure you're staying tuned for, as we're going to be going over everything here in today's video, as it's honestly looking to be pretty crazy. But if any of you guys are new, we do gift new and all subscribers every single day inside of the brand new item shop. So if any of you guys are going to be in need of a gift, all you have to do is drop a like on this video, make sure you are subscribed to the channel with the post notification bell turned on, and drop a comment down below with your Epic Games ID. And if you happen to be picking up anything inside of the Fortnite item shop for yourself, do consider using my support creator code YTORAY, as it greatly supports the channel that extra mile. And well, let's just get into it, as the first act of Showdown is officially over, where the Ice King has now won. And Fortnite have revealed 3 other acts that will be arriving over the course of this season. Act 2 starting on April 16th, where we will actually have Elite Jules versus Dasha, with Act 2 being entirely focused on the Elites, which is a new faction in the Fortnite storyline that does seem to be heavily tied to the Imagined Order, which will make sense as we do actually have tons of brand new weapons that will be arriving within the loot pool. As we already did see that cinematic showing Elite Jules obviously using this new rifle, which does seem to be using 0-point energy. This thing looks like a beast. And then also the key art for the next act of Showdown, which you can also see right here. We can see some other pretty cool weapons as well, held by the Elites. And these most likely will be unlocked just like the way we obviously had tons of different additions to the loot pool over the course of Act 1, with different teams obviously hitting milestones. And I'm pretty sure you're going to be allowed to switch your team if you'd like to do so between Jules and also Dasha. So let me know down in the comments, which team are you going to be rooting for? As Fortnite has officially posted the roadmap for all of these upcoming Showdown events, with Act 3 happening obviously after Act 2. And it does say redacted, and this is actually looking to be tied to an upcoming collaboration that we're going to be getting into very shortly, so be sure you stay tuned for that. And then this season will be ending with the epilogue, where we will actually have a massive live event on our Fortnite island, but judging by this image, most likely is going to see the Dark Voyager involved in it, as he did actually make an appearance within Fortnite OG over the weekend, which obviously never happened in the original Chapter 1. So let me know down in the comments what you think is going on, and what do you think the live event is going to happen around, as we're most likely going to see the return of the remaining members of the 7 who are still alive. But we should be seeing tons of brand new weapons added to the loot pool with Act 2 of Showdown. So let me know down in the comments if you guys are excited, as it will be arriving in the next 4 days. But with this update too, it also does look like Save the World will finally be going free to play for everybody to actually be able to jump in, which honestly is super cool. It looks like Save the World is finally getting a whole lot of love. And you can actually get yourself a free skin from this. I'll leave the link down in the description. Head over to Fortnite Save the World website and register for the community event, and once that event is obviously finished, you will be granted this outfit right here, which I believe we've actually had in the game for quite a while already. But if you don't own it, you will actually be able to get this on your account for absolutely free, which is honestly pretty cool. So be sure you're registering for that so you can get all of those brand new free rewards, as there's also a banner icon and also a spray, I'm sure. But with the arrival of Act 2, we also will be getting the arrival of a brand new reload map, which is actually going to be called the Elite Stronghold, which you don't actually have a full look at just yet, but judging by the arena box fights game mode, the chances are it's going to look very similar to this Coliseum-like area. And if you guys have been playing Ranked Reload and have managed to get yourself all the way up to Elite, you will actually be able to play the brand new map early before anybody else, as this will seem to be heavily tied to the Fortnite storyline, as we do know the Elites are somehow connected to the Imagined Order, considering we can even see Geno's logo at the top of the Coliseum, who we do know was the leader of the Imagined Order, who we haven't actually seen since Fortnite Collision. He did make an appearance in the Zero War comic book, but this is looking like he will finally be a part of the Fortnite Chapter 7 story. So be sure to keep an eye out on that, as there's most likely going to be a whole lot of Easter eggs on the brand new Elite Stronghold Island, along with brand new free rewards, as well as we'll most likely even see the release of the Elite Dago outfit within the Fortnite item shop finally, which I know a lot of people have been patiently waiting for. So let me know down in the comments what you think about that. Are you excited to see the arrival of another faction within the Fortnite storyline? But it does also look like Act 3 of the Showdown, which shouldn't be happening in sometime around May, is actually going to be focused on a brand new Gaming Legends collaboration, which we did have leaked was actually supposed to be arriving here inside of the Battle Pass. We were supposed to see the arrival of Overwatch, which never ended up happening. I'm pretty sure this one was actually pushed out of the Battle Pass last minute. And considering the whole theming of Overwatch is basically rivals with the bad guys and the good guys, it is looking to be the main focus of Showdown Act 3, which is honestly pretty sick as we already had 4 confirmed outfits for this collaboration. With the very first one being the arrival of Genji, which personally I think is going to be a pretty cool, and I can't wait to see Genji within Fortnite. Alongside with Tracer, pretty much a no-brainer. Diva, and also Mercy, which are all going to be making their way into the game, most likely inside of the item shop. And with this being a key part of Act 3 of Showdown, that could even mean the arrival of Overwatch-themed weapons within the loot pool, which could honestly be a super nice addition, such as being able to use Genji's swords and maybe even Tracer's pistols. And I mean, imagine even using Diva's mech on the island. I think that would honestly be insane and definitely would put this season up at one of the best in Fortnite's history. Let me know down in the comments what you think, and are you excited to finally see Overwatch make its way into Fortnite, as it's not cancelled, it's just been delayed. But then next up, we do also have the arrival of the brand new Cyberpunk collaboration finally, as we already did have the revealed Atom Smasher outfit, which actually had been delayed. It was supposed to release, I believe, 2 weeks ago, but for some reason it has not made its way into the item shop. So it does look like we could be seeing the arrival of some other Cyberpunk characters, so that way they can all release within the Fortnite item shop together, which honestly I think would be pretty cool. Maybe even seeing the arrival of a male V outfit. I think that would be pretty sick, as you were actually able to pick between a female and a male version in that game. So if you have been waiting for that skin, be sure to stay tuned, as it looks like it could be arriving very soon with this brand new Fortnite update. And then it doesn't stop there, as we do obviously know Disney is locking in with Fortnite lately, as we only did get the arrival of the Toy Story collaboration, and also the return of the Marvel Endgame LTM. And the Marvel and Fortnite doesn't seem to be slowing down, as it looks like we're actually going to be seeing the arrival of a brand new Daredevil collaboration and also the Punisher. As Daredevil Born Again Season 2 has obviously released, and we're a few episodes in now. And in just a few short weeks time, we also will be getting the release of the Punisher One Last Kill TV special. And they do have a pretty weird friendship within the comics and even in that show, to a point where they could even be seen as rivals. With them potentially getting brand new outfits within the Fortnite item shop, I think could honestly be pretty sick, especially if it was the Marvel Studios version, with Daredevil getting his black suit like he does wear in the newest season of that show. So be sure to stay tuned for that, as that is looking to be arriving very soon within Fortnite, especially with Punisher showing up in the upcoming Spider-Man movie. We're going to be seeing a whole lot of Marvel and Disney content within Fortnite over the next few months, especially seeing as we had 3 game modes leaked for the upcoming Disney universe. One of them already been leaked to actually be a brand new extraction shooter game mode, kind of similar to Ark Raiders. And the other 2 modes don't actually have any names just yet, as these will be releasing in November, so it's still in the early stages. Let me know down in the comments if you guys would jump into an extraction shooter mode within Fortnite, as I think that could be pretty cool. And also don't forget, Ben 10 is still set to arrive within Fortnite very soon as well. Honestly, I can't wait for this collaboration. I used to be such a big fan of that show as a kid. With us most likely seeing all of the aliens get different outfits, that honestly would be a pretty cool addition. Imagine a built-in emote that would allow you to switch between them. We'll have to wait and see, as Fortnite's obviously added in so many kids cartoons into the game over the past few months, and Ben 10 is looking to be one of the very next ones. And this is all arriving with the very next Fortnite update on April 16th. Let me know down in the comments if you guys are excited for everything arriving with the storyline, all of the new collaborations, and also that brand new reload map. But unfortunately, that is all we pretty much have time for here in today's video. And if you did watch all the way to the very end of it, be sure to drop this word down in the comments alongside with your Epic Games ID. And if you're not already, do consider using my support creator code YTURAY inside of the item shop, as it greatly supports the channel. And if you did enjoy, be sure to drop a like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.